What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is Jeff Benjamin with I Download Blog. This is Let's Talk Jailbreak, episode number 64. What is up, guys? How you doing?
I'm doing
Cody
fantastic.
Cody Lee.
I was going to say, you didn't really introduce us, man. We're just...
Cody Lee in the flesh. He's here, guys.
Yeah!
And we have Sebastien. Bench.
I'm like imagining myself like getting on the ring, ready to like go like a boxing match or something, and someone like massage my shoulders and slap my face. You're ready? You're ready for this, man? You're ready? You can do this. You can do it.
Move your head left to right.
Yeah.
kind of airbox a little bit.
I'm gonna take down some tweaks, man.
What's up, you guys? How are you doing since we talked yesterday? Good?
Excellent. Good. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic, actually.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, Cody.
Hey,
We've been worrying a lot about you, Cody. So I'm glad to hear you're doing fantastic.
Yeah. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. There's nothing really wrong in case anybody's like really worried.
Yeah,
oh man, what happened to Cody?
I heard Cody's in weird depression mode right now. Start some weird rumor. Yeah, Cody moved out of his house. He now lives in a trailer in the middle of Texas somewhere.
We don't even know how he does the podcast.
Yeah. It's got some weird satellite stuff going on. I don't know.
Oh, what a goofy intro.
That was terrible.
That's what happens when iCloud Drive messes.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, I'm really bummed about that, dude. I wish they put like a little
disclaimer,
like watch out. Like if you upgrade for iCloud Drive, it's gonna mess up everything in there. And I guess you know it when you use a beta product, but still, that was pretty rough.
And in general, I mean, like you can downgrade from iOS 8 to iOS 7, so you can always reverse if something goes crazy, but you can't do that with iCloud.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Anywho, this is Let's Talk Jailbreak episode 64, the big 6-4, guys. We made it.
Oh, that's so funny. Basically, every episode is the big 6-5, big 6-6.
The big 6-6 is going to be a big one, though. I mean, bunch of tweaks released this past week, huh?
Yeah,
and not just some little tiny little tweaks. Well, there were some of them, but we saw a couple of interesting tweaks released in the last few days. So it was nice and refreshing to finally have an influx of brand new tweaks coming out from Cydia.
Yes,
and it doesn't look like it's stopping. Like it looks like there's this huge mountain of tweak goodness.
Is that true? Like you know of a couple other tweaks?
Do you know something we don't know, today? Jeff? Are you aware? Do you have some sensitive information that we're not supposed to know about?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought like you had a preview of an amazing tweak coming up, right? Pro Widgets 2.0 or something.
I was hoping you said Pro Widgets too.
Actually, I mean, he is working on it. If you really want to. I retweeted that. The developer, Tweak CC, Alan Yip, he did tweet out, I think it was last week, that the new Pro Widgets is on the way. So, yeah.
So, yeah, take that.
Yeah. I'm extremely happy about that.
I'm sure you're...
Is that groundbreaking?
It was groundbreaking.
No, I mean, is 2.0 going to be as groundbreaking?
I don't know. I don't know yet. But
is it start a blog worthy?
I'm taking your op away, okay? I'm removing your op.
Oh no, please don't. Please don't.
Melv Co. Goodbye. Boom. Goodbye.
I don't like that at all.
You know, see what happens, Cody, when you give too much power to Jeff in the chat room?
That's what I'm saying. That's a piece of power right there.
Yeah.
I guess for people not with us in the live show, Jeff just kicked me out of our chat room. I have to sign back in. Then I have to beg him to give me moderator power back.
Well, no, at least he didn't slap you with a trout.
No. At least I didn't do that. But yeah, we do have a lot of stuff to talk about. So I guess we better go ahead and start, right?
Yes. Yeah, especially we don't have much time because in an hour and 45 minutes, the semifinals of the 2014 World Cup are starting between Germany and Brazil, which should be a good game. But
it should be a good game.
It should be a good game. Pretty excited about that. But that's something we can discuss later on, maybe next week or something.
Yeah.
I'm still so depressed about France's loss.
I didn't even want to bring it up to you, man. Especially yesterday when I was like, don't bring up France. Don't say a word.
Yeah. I was extremely, extremely depressed.
Oh, I know how you feel. I know how it feels to get eliminated and when it feels so close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Anyway. See, I'm like falling back in my depression right now. I wish I hadn't thought about that. Okay, I'm gonna go take some pills and I'll be right back.
Oh, so type status. You just push it aside. Type status.
TypeStatus Plus, and you guys are gonna be super happy about this because it has Pebble integration. So your famous and fancy Pebble watches can now tell you when someone's typing a message. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
I know Cody can't wait to use his Pebble watch to do that.
You know what? We moved a week or two ago. I guess it's been a couple weeks now, and I couldn't tell you for $1 million where my Pebble watch is in the mess. So, but no, it wasn't just Pebble watch integration. Plus is going to support like WhatsApp and Facebook and Skype, and you are just going to know anytime somebody is messaging.
Even if they're just thinking about messaging
right?
you.
Even if they're just thinking about it.
Jeff is thinking about writing you a message, Cody. He's just not sure yet.
Right? It's just ... for like hours.
But yeah, WhatsApp, Facebook integration, Skype integration, Kik integration. They're even voting on adding, I believe, additional messaging apps as well. You have customizable status bar notifications, and it'll even tell you on the lock screen and in Notification Center when someone's typing. And it can do so for multiple contacts at the same time, which is really awesome.
Yeah, I just don't really see the benefit from the Pebble to get this on my Pebble, but maybe it's just me missing the point here.
Yeah, I guess if you're driving down the street, you want to know if so-and-so is...
Yeah, I guess.
Is he going to reply to me?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's actually replying to you, and you can see
I was never really into type status anyway to begin with because of what you just described here. Not that... I just don't want to be expecting something and then something not coming up. Like, if I see the typing status, I'm like, oh, he's typing something, and then nothing's coming up. I'm like, is he okay?
Did something happen?
Okay? He's been typing something for 5 minutes. What does he have to say? It's so long. Maybe he's mad at me and he has to write this long message. I don't know. It's
that's funny you mentioned that because do you ever sit there and like sometimes I end up typing like 2 words, but it takes me 5 to 10 minutes to compose those 2 words because I actually think about what I write before I write it.
It's that, or it's you actually type out a huge long thing,
yeah,
and then you realize
I don't need to say all that.
Yeah, why did I just do that? Okay, you change like your paragraph long thing to K.
Okay, that happens all the time to me.
Right.
Yeah. So
this is still a work in progress and
closed beta, I think, for now. And
it's in beta. Okay, I thought it was just a really. Early stages of the tweak update. So it's in beta. So that's something we might see in the next few weeks or so, huh?
Perhaps, yeah. And they're also working on the free version, just type status non-plus version 1.3, and that contains some updates as well. A lot of rewritten code and stuff like that. So look out for that as well.
Fantastic. Speaking of messages and stuff like that, wasn't Auki updated recently too?
Yes. Well,
actually, that's funny. That's not correct, right? It's supposed to be live in Cydia. It was supposed to be live in Cydia yesterday, but was never pushed. Right?
It was still supposed to be this morning, I believe, at 10:30. Sheernex actually messaged me yesterday. He said it'll be around 10:30, I believe. It's a little bit after that. Maybe he meant like Pacific time, perhaps.
Well, it's 11:20 anyway, Pacific. So
yeah, sometimes there's just a little delay, but it is done. I've been playing with it. It works very well. Has quite a few new features. If you're an Auki fan, you definitely want to look at this because one of the really cool features is the ability to swipe and view messages that have been sent to you from the quick reply interface. So say you receive a message, you tap the reply button, the quick reply interface comes up. You can actually swipe there and view previous messages that have been sent to you from that contact.
Okay, I've got a question about that because on your video you did about this little feature, you preview this, but
with one word.
It's text. One word. Like, what happens if there's 20 words in there?
I knew you were going to ask that.
So yeah, that was on my mind too. I'm glad he.
So you got ready for the answer then. You want me to send you? Do you want me to send you a message?
Send me a novel. send me two novels actually. Send me some messages. I thought about that after I did the video. I'm like, maybe I should have done that.
Yeah, so here I am texting you the first chapter of my novel titled Life After Pro Widgets. Here you go.
Oh, yeah. So it basically, you can just scroll. You can scroll right there in the window. And
so scroll up?
Yeah. And you can view, like, for instance, yesterday, Cody sent me the show notes for Let's Talk iOS, and I can literally view the entire message just by scrolling.
So, but you still see one line at a time?
No, you see like four lines at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can actually read it. I mean, it works. And the window dynamically resizes to accommodate the extra need for room.
All right.
It's pretty slick.
All right. What else? Okay, so that answered my question. That was one of my concerns, actually. So it seemed it's been handled properly. What else is new in Auki 1.3?
Let me turn this down real
yes,
quick.
Please.
You get a the keyboard now matches the color style. So if you choose the dark mode, your keyboard will be dark. If you choose light mode, the keyboard will be in a light keyboard. So that's a new feature as well. And there's other new features. There's a new API for developers so that they can work with Auki.
I like that in your video you go, yeah, so developers can implement this pro widgets.
Hey, he specifically mentioned pro widgets to me, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can also compose new messages from, contacts that aren't in your contacts. Or say I had a phone number that someone just gave me and I wanted to send them a text message, but they weren't in my contacts. Well, I can actually type that phone number right into the interface.
I'm surprised this wasn't part of the first release, really, because that's kind of a basic feature. You have to be able to text anyone very quickly, even if you don't have their contact information in the phone.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some other little subtle updates. There's additional translations and things like that.
So when they say an API for Auki, does that mean that some developers could come up with a quick Auki or Auki system for WhatsApp, for example, or something like that?
I think it's more to do with like interfacing directly from a tweak, like for instance, lock info. And you get a message on the lock screen with lock info.
Oh, okay, I see.
You can talk to Auki directly from lock info, basically.
All right.
So that's where I'm thinking this is going. Yeah. But it is Auki 1.3. It will be a free update for those of you who've already purchased it. If you haven't yet, I believe it's $3.99 on Cydia's Big Boss repo, so you can go out there and enjoy that once it comes out.
Do it. Yeah, this is easily my favorite quick reply tweak and one of my top 3 tweaks just in general. They did a really good job with this in terms of UI and usability and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Byte SMS guy over there is smiling politely.
I'm not even mentioning anything here. People just know.
People just know.
And speaking of messaging apps and messaging tweaks, there is a new iOS 8 style quick reply.
Which you knew this was bound to happen.
Yeah, you knew it was. Very similar to it's not exactly similar to Auki, but it's very much in the same vein as Auki, and of course, in the same vein as iOS 8 for that matter. It is called Interactive Message Notifications for iOS 7, and all it does literally is allows you to reply to a banner notification directly from anywhere. So you can get a banner, you can be in another app, you tap reply, and then Auki-like interface or an iOS 8 style message quick reply interface comes up, and then you can type your reply. That's it.
What about lock screen? No lock screen support yet?
No. Okay. Yeah. So it's just
I think that's a deal breaker, honestly. I mean, this is obviously doesn't have as many features as Auki or of course Byte SMS, but I think no lock screen support is the deal breaker.
I think the deal breaker is there's just no settings, like
Well, I mean, if you're really going for iOS 8 style native feeling, and from what I've seen, it looks very much like iOS 8. It looks very native, so I think it looks great. But if you can't reply on the lock screen and you have to unlock I just couldn't do that.
It didn't work on the lock screen for me. I mean, I've seen other people say it didn't work on the lock screen for them as well. So I don't know, but it didn't.
Yeah, you'd think it would just be a simple swipe, just like it is in iOS 8. Simple swipe to the left, and you can reply.
Yeah, but it is called iOS 8.
No. Interactive message notifications.
Interactive message notifications.
I
was reading something at the same time. Yeah, it's really very, very, very awkward.
Right?
Yeah.
Quick reply for text messages like iOS 8, but for iOS 7. That's the name of the tweak.
Yeah. So Auki, it's funny, you guys always give me such a hard time about Pro Widgets, but you guys are just fanboys of your own respective tweaks as well. I mean, Sebastien is Mr. Byte SMS, you're Mr. Auki. Well, Mr. Pro Widgets. And you guys all overhype your tweaks, by the way.
No.
We're all guilty here.
I said Auki is in my top 3. I didn't say it was a game-changing tweak, the best of 2014.
Yeah.
I think that's where
you were close. You were close to that. Not that I would disagree, but you are very close. And Sebastien, I mean, I don't even have to say, like, it's obvious how much of a fanboy you are of Byte SMS. More so than me. When it comes to Pro Widgets, for sure.
Yeah, but again, like I don't like overdo it like you did. Like Cody mentioned, that was so true. Like this is the groundbreaking tweak of the year. Like that's a life changing, guys. You're gonna.
It could have been though. That's the thing. It's like it had all the tools there. It just didn't receive the support it needed. Like it was very amazing. I think, and the developer API was very amazing. The fact that developers, if they would have taken advantage of its features, there's so many things they could have done with it. It had JavaScript support. I mean, that right there makes it accessible to so many different, programmers and developers. But nonetheless, no one really jumped on board and supported. There were a few out there, but it just didn't have the overwhelming support that I thought it would get. So no fault of the developer of Pro Widgets. Great tweak. Best of ever.
Okay. If you say so. If you say so, it probably isn't.
So mean.
What's the other tweak called? Aslock? What is it? I don't understand the AS part of Aslock.
Maybe App switcher lock?
App switcher lock? App spotlight? A
spotlight lock?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Sometimes I'm just scratching my head. Like, I scratch my head at some of the names of these tweaks, really.
Like Orangerd?
Yeah, or Orangerd.
So what Aslock?
Aslock is a tweak that lets you use the spotlight search gesture. When you swipe down on your home screen and use this and activate the spotlight search. Well, now you can use the spotlight search to lock your device. which is kind of weird. You can lock your device, or you can use a swipe down, swipe up gesture to invoke the app switcher. And that's pretty much what this tweak does.
So if you pull down and bring up Spotlight Search, is just gonna shut down your device?
If you just pull down, it'll lock your device. If you pull down and swipe up, just right, by the way, then it will invoke the app switcher. So I guess maybe say you had a broken home button or a broken sleep button, you could, I guess.
That's what I'm thinking, honestly, because let's say you don't use the Spotlight Search at all, and you do. I mean, this is one of the quicker ways I've seen to either invoke the app switcher or lock your device without use of a home button.
Yeah, but if you have if both of your buttons are broke, you're really up a creek, right?
Not if you have this tweak.
Well, okay, say the device is locked. How are you gonna unlock your device if the device?
You have another tweak, a lock screen unlocking tweak.
But how do you activate it if your home button and your sleep button are both broken?
You can only do it when you get a notification. You're stuck until you get like a Facebook status update or something. I don't know. I feel like we're going pretty.
Can you text me? I need to unlock my phone.
Exactly. How do you text them that though?
Text me.
You can just plug it in, and it's gonna light up the screen.
There you go.
There you go.
Boom.
Or you can use the volume buttons too, I guess. So,
so you basically give up Spotlight for this tweak, huh?
You don't have to necessarily. There is an option to show Spotlight as well. And yeah, so it's really kind of like chunky.
Yeah, I don't feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel it.
If you just pull it down ever so slightly, ever so gently, it'll show the Spotlight if you have the show Spotlight toggle on.
I'm sure if I look at the comment sections, there's going to be 20 comments saying that Activator can do something like that.
You know, I was actually really surprised. The comments were kind of positive. It was kind of weird. But yeah.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah. So that is Aslock.
It totally sounds like something out of Thor. Aslock? Anyways, I just had to throw that in.
And it's $5 on Cydia's Big Boss repo.
No,
just
it's
kidding.
99 cents.
I'm just kidding. People are good at outrage.
It's $49.99 a month.
4 easy payments.
Exactly. 4 easy payments of $29.99.
And if you buy one now, we'll throw in a second Aslock free of charge.
Just paid for shipping and handling. You can apply. You know this commercial when they try to like
they throw in all the fine print
in like
the last 1
3
second
seconds.
of the commercial.
They put like 160 words in 3 seconds. It's like, whoa.
I think my next video is going to be like that.
No.
Don't do that? Okay. So what else is next?
Well, here, we should clarify. That tweak is actually 99 cents.
Yeah, it's not $49.99 a month. There's
Just
no
99
initiation
cents.
fee.
75 easy payments of 99
Wow.
cents.
We couldn't even get through that little part. Oh.
Well, I think we need to take a break. Let's take a sponsor break here. Because things are going a little hectic, and I think we need to get back on track.
Okay. Let's do that.
Sounds like a good idea.
This episode is brought to you by Hire.com. Use Hire.com/Jailbreak podcast to get 5 to 15 job offers in San Francisco, New York, and Los Angeles. And also get a double signing bonus of $4,000 when you accept a job by using the Hire.com/Jailbreak podcast URL. So this is the second week we've been running Hire.com as a sponsor. And if you guys are not very aware of what it is, basically it's a website, it's a service where you sign up, you create a profile if you're looking for a job, and instead of you actively looking for a job, it's job companies going through your profile and trying to hire you and basically bid on you and compete for you as an employee versus other companies. So it's a different approach to the regular job hunting. You're being hunted. You're not the hunter in this part. The service is really focused on tech jobs, anything related to tech companies. Some of their companies that use Hire.com include Twitter or American Express, Riot Games, Whisper, and probably hundreds of other companies that are going every week on there and just hunt for high profile or tech people like you and others. So I kind of like this. If I was looking for a job, I like this approach of not looking for the job, but being looked at by other people. I guess it makes the job hunting process a little less stressful. I think the average offer on Hire.com is $130,000. So again, it's not some entry level jobs to be the standardist, like the guy who opens the door in the building or something like this. It's really tech oriented jobs, computer engineering, graphic design, anything that is really tech related. So if you have, if you're looking for a job in these areas, if you believe you have the skills, go to hire.com/jailbreak podcast and sign up. It's completely free. There's no cost involved or anything like this for you. It's totally free. And start creating your profile. And hopefully one of these companies will be checking you out. And who knows, maybe even hire you.
That sounds really good. For someone who's actually, we've all done it, no doubt, been out there and looking for a job. It's just a frustrating experience. It can be very frustrating. But here, you really are being looked at. So that's a nice change of pace.
Yeah. And if you're not looking for a job, but if you know someone who is looking for a job in the tech industry, you can refer this person to Hire.com and get a $1,300 bonus if they accept a job, if they get a job. So basically, you refer someone to Hire.com. If this person gets a job through Hire.com, you get $1,337 from Hire.com.
Yeah, $1,337.
That's kind of a random number, but I'm sure there was a good reason why they came up with $1,337.
It's elite. It's elite. That's what it means.
Oh,
yeah. 1 3
hacker speak.
Yeah.
Oh, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense. All right. So use hire.com/jailbreak podcast and try to get 5 to 15 job offers in San Francisco, New York, LA, and also get a double signing bonus of $4,000 when you accept a job by using the hire.com/jailbreak podcast URL. Let us know if you get a job through hire.com, guys. We'd be happy to know that we've referred to you and that you got a new job thanks to us. Who knows? Who knows?
We shall see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I see. Peace.
He's like, right. Wait till the end of the show, Cody. It's on.
Let's talk about some more tweets.
Yeah. What else is on the docket here?
Acute.
Oh, I like that.
Acute. Sounds dangerous, right?
Yeah. Tell us about Acute.
Acute is a new voice control tweak for Jailbreaker. So what this tweak allows you to do is to create your own custom phrases, and you can say those phrases, speak those phrases, and those phrases are then linked to specific activator gestures. And when you say a phrase, it executes a gesture.
Or actions.
Yeah, all right, executes an action, yeah. So say, for instance, you have the word or the phrase open Safari configured in Acute. Well, you can link open Safari to any activator action that you want to link it to. Obviously, if you call it open Safari, you don't want it to respring your device. That'd be kind of weird, unless you're just weird like that. But you would link that to the launch Safari action, and that'll allow you to do that. Pretty cool stuff.
Okay, there is a bunch of stock actions that come with the tweak, right?
Yeah, there's a few. You have like home, you have unlock, you have illuminate, which opens up the flashlight, power down, capture, which takes a photo, Marco, which says polo, so you can locate your device. It's It's pretty interesting custom phrases and built-in phrases that you can use with Acute. One other thing that it does is kind of cool, but a little wonky, is that you can actually solve math problems using your voice. So basically you say like, what's the product of 4 and 2? Or you say, what's 6 times 5? And it will calculate that for you, but it takes forever to calculate. It's like the first computer doing a math problem. It's very
it took
weird.
like, I think it took like a minute, almost a minute, or maybe even a minute and a half in your video, and I was just like, the calculator's right there.
Yeah, it's more for show, and at this point, it just doesn't work very well.
Yeah, I think they should have taken this. I mean, not include this feature at all.
Yeah, I would not have.
Yeah. I don't really see the point. It doesn't even like really go with it doesn't even really go with the rest of the tweak, which is to perform an action with a voice command, basically. And I don't know, it didn't fit really well, and Siri can do much better, much faster when it comes to calculation. So I don't know, I didn't really get it, but
yeah, I didn't either. But if you want the other features, and there's a lot of potential with this. I mean, I can see that the developer is really in tune, and he wants to cater to his users. And it's $3 right now on Cydia's Big Boss repo. So if you want to try it out and you have $3 to spare, you want to skip that vanilla latte or whatever you want to get today, you can skip that and pick up Acute and start talking to your phone and making it do things.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool tweak. I like the concept. I'm sure there's probably a lot of comments also about battery life when it comes to this tweak, because it's probably using.
Well, the thing is that
always listening to what you're saying. So
it's not always listening.
No,
because
because there's the activation gesture. But
right.
I mean, to activate the tweak, you need an activation gesture.
Right.
But if you activate it right now, you can't just let it go all day.
You could.
I mean, you could, but then your battery would probably die fairly quickly, no?
Yeah. And it's like, okay, so if I have to activate it, why not just launch Safari? You know what I mean? It's not, if I have to perform some kind of activator gesture.
That's my whole thing.
I guess you could make it so, all right, make it like this. When you plug your phone in, use an activator gesture to start this.
Okay.
And when you unplug, use an activator gesture to turn it off. So that would be nice. But you plug it in, you're in bed or whatever. You say, "Play me a lullaby," and it puts you to sleep.
Yeah, I like. So it kind of reminds me of Hey Siri, which is going to be available in iOS 8, where when your device is plugged in to your power source.
Hey Siri, make me a sandwich.
Hey Siri, make me a sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
He said it again.
He did on purpose.
I've never said that before.
You said it yesterday, and I said, man, you use that example all the time. It's
really?
Yeah. It's like you're just desperate for a robot to make you a sandwich. It's like you're just always craving a sandwich, and yeah, that's hilarious.
It is pretty hilarious, assuming you have a terrible sense of humor.
Wow. That's it. I'm kicking Sebastien from the chat.
No. At least don't do it with a trout. What else on the docket, guys?
I'm just looking at this and I'm like, do I really want to talk about this? Not really.
The icon resizer?
I just don't feel like it.
Well, I mean, it's worth mentioning we could do it super quick. I mean, there's not a whole lot of point to the tweak because I think Springtomize does a much better job of this.
Well, it's different though.
It is different.
It's different in that it can go way bigger and you can do individual icons.
Exactly. That's the point here. I think that's the main selling point for icon resizer is that you can reduce the size of individual specific icons and not just all icons at once.
That'll be a feature in Springtomize's next update, probably.
Well, and I don't like the fact that it'll overlap other icons.
It's just ugly, man.
It's like if this would be super cool if you could resize icons and it would adjust the springboard accordingly, move your icons about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
It's
I mean,
ugly.
that would make more sense. Let's say you have something use a lot more than an app that uses a lot more than others. Let's say Safari, and you blow that up to maybe a size 30, while all your other icons are like a size 10. I don't think it would look that bad if it would appropriately space your other icons to make room for this, almost like you just expanded a widget or something.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, this doesn't do that at all. You make an icon bigger, it overlaps your other icons. It just looks terrible.
Yeah, and IDB 35758 says that tweak looks sloppy, and I agree. That's the perfect description, the perfect adjective for it, sloppy.
Yeah.
Well, an IDB 771010
Change your name.
Just said that IDB 4960 was telling him about a tweak developed by IDB 82114, which didn't make sense to me. I just don't get it.
Change your name, people. That's just a placeholder. That's okay. It's okay.
It's all right. You don't have to.
Okay. So the icon resizer is a free jailbreak tweak. It is actually on a special repo.
Yeah, crazy repo.
evilgoldfish.github.io/repo. So if you want to try that out, you can go there and do that.
You can go there and do that.
Speaking of Springtomize 3 has been updated and now plays very nice with iOS 7.1.x, and it has a brand new feature, and it's kind of just a random feature actually, but it's cool.
Who likes dark folders?
If you like dark folders, then Springtomize 3 has been updated with dark folders. So that literally is the only new feature in Springtomize 3. But along with the dark folders, there's a lot of bug fixes and other fixes for iOS 7.1.x. So enjoy that.
Yeah, I was very happy to see this weekend. I was contemplating jailbreaking, updating my iPad, which was running 7.0.2, I think, and updating it to the latest firmware version 7.1.2, and I was like, I'm going to miss Springtomize. That's really the only tweak and skip lock that I miss that I really need on my iPad. And then I just refresh IDB and I see you're working on a post saying the tweak is being updated. Yeah, just got updated. So I'm like, awesome. I ran to my computer, plugged my iPad, and installed 7.1.2, jailbroke, came back downstairs, sat down on the couch, and went through Cydia, installed Springtomize and skiplock. It seemed like the gods of jailbreaking were with me that weekend.
Have you updated your 5S yet, Sebastien? I know you said you were thinking about it last show.
No, I'm not going to do it.
You know what? I did it. I was going to say pulled the plug. No, I took the leap, and I actually just did it like an hour ago. I mean, I updated yesterday. I think I updated 7.1.2 on my iPhone, which killed my old jailbreak, and then I finally got all my pictures and stuff off that I needed, and I jailbroke this morning. And the first tweak I installed was Springtomize, actually.
Well, congratulations, guy.
Springtomize and Auki, for those wondering, those are the first two I generally install on a new jailbroken device.
Well, a bunch of French jailbreaks on the IDB team here.
Okay. So Springtomize 3 has been updated, and
yeah, I mean, not much. I mean, besides the new dark folder background, and obviously the update to support iOS 7.1.x, there's nothing really new, right? I'm really, really mad at Filippo for not even putting the thing I've been requesting for months now, which is removing the little personage sign, being able to hide the personage sign. I like to have, I hide the battery icon. And actually these days I'm just using Circlet, so it's not even the problem anymore. But usually what I do, I hide the battery icon and I just show the battery personage. But I don't want to see the little percent sign. I just want to see the number, like 51. I don't want to see 51%. I just want to see 51. And I've been asking Filippo for months now, and for months he's been telling me it's going to be part of the next update. And I think he's just pulling my leg here. So, Filippo, if you listen to this, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after this little update. And I get it. Whether you
That
want.
escalated quickly.
Yep. I'm flying to Italy tomorrow, actually, and I'm gonna hunt him down. Yeah, so that's my little not pet peeve, but that's like the thing that would make Springtomize just 100% perfect for me. And because of this little thing not happening, it's not 100% perfect. It's only 99% perfect. It's 99 perfect, not 99%. I don't want to see the person sign.
Let's talk about TapTheAt. Terrible name. Well, not really.
Nah.
Not really. It just looked like
flopped really fast there.
it just looks like. I mean, it's a interesting name. I mean, it makes sense, but it just reads like tap feet. Like when I read it, I read it as TapTheAt, the feet, like tea heat, tap tea heat. Anyway, this is a tweak that allows you to place your email address as a shortcut. Whenever you press and hold on the @ sign on the keyboard, it will automatically just insert your email address, which is configured in the preferences for the tweak. And that's all it does. That's it.
Question, can you add several email addresses?
No.
Okay.
Just one.
Okay.
You put your email address in there, you tap and hold on that little @ sign, and bam. It's in.
Bingo.
It's good for somebody like me when my email address is like super long, or all of our email addresses are really long because I download blog. I mean, it's not the shortest URL, right? Jeff at idownloadblog.com. Sebastian, you have it even worse. Sebastian at idownload.
No, because my
Oh, Seb.
Yeah. You know what I use to quickly populate my email address?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
iOS shortcuts.
Yeah, I have a keyboard shortcut from the stock iOS, and I can quickly do it. Well, actually, my shortcut is email, so EEMAIL. That's my shortcut, which is not really short when you think about it. And my shortcut for my IDB email address is IDB email. That's not very short.
No, it's not.
No, I'm sure I could shorten this up a little bit.
You need like E1, E2, E3 for...
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
!E. That's what I use.
No, because then you have to shift !
Not convenient.
.e.
Yeah, I like to double the first letter. I think in Text Expander, when you first download Text Expander on your Mac, they have a few pre-populated shortcuts.
Don't they all start with !
Oh, I thought they started all with doubling the first letter.
That was ! But
because I thought that's where I got it from, like from them starting like this, and I was like, that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I might have to rethink my shortcuts here, guys. Maybe I should create a shortcut for the shortcut. So if I do like 1E, that would be the shortcut for email, which itself would be the shortcut for my email address.
So a little Rube Goldberg action going on there.
A little shortcutception.
Yeah, shortcutception. Yeah, someone says in the chat room, I use the first 3 characters of my email address as shortcut. But see, the problem with that is that...
A lot of it is Seb.
Yeah, me would be SEB, for example. And then there's plenty of things that start with SEB that I type every day, like my name. But probably also other things.
What else?
The other things like...
Siblings?
What?
No, that's SIB.
I know. I thought you guys wouldn't know, though.
I type all kinds of things that start with SCB. Like
I think Sebastian is literally the only word.
Hold on.
Let's
go to Google.
There's
subordination.
Oh, well.
No, that's not it either.
No.
What if I was to type seborrheic dermatitis, for example, which is a long-term condition?
That's something he types every day, apparently.
Well, it's a common inflammatory skin condition that causes flaky, white, yellowish scales to form on oily areas such as the scalp or inside the ear.
Okay, let's go have some food now. Yeah, that's literally the only word that starts with SEB besides Sebastian.
I don't know.
One of two words. I'm telling you.
I'm just always typing things that start with SEB. I just can't stop typing these things that I constantly type.
Sebasaurus Rex.
Anywho,
that's TapTheAt.
TapTheAt. TapTheAt.
That developer is going to be happy with that promotion.
Right. It really spiraled out of control, didn't it?
Everybody's going to flock to this now.
Is it free? Yeah, it's free.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, it's
well,
free.
then it's good. I just wish there was if I can make a suggestion here, if I may, the ability to add several email addresses, and you would just tap and hold, and just in the same way that you can tap and hold on the little globe icon to show your different keyboards, like the French keyboard, the English keyboard, emoji, you would be able to tap and hold on the @ sign, and it would show the few email addresses options here. And then you can tap the one you want. Just my 2 cents.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Take it or leave it. If you like it, you can take it. If you don't, you can send it right back.
Is it a self-addressed stamped envelope, or is it prepaid postage?
Prepaid postage.
Oh, that's really kind of you.
Well, that's the least I can do.
ColorfulVolume is the next tweak on the docket. ColorfulVolume adds a color to the volume heads-up display on iOS 7.1.x. I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah, probably a million times.
Yeah, probably, yeah, or a billion. It's up there. But this is the latest, and it works with iOS 7.1.x, so that's nice. Guaranteed functionality with that. A nice thing about this, though, is that you have two options. Number one, you can either randomize the color each time you press the volume key. I think this is the first tweak that does that. So every time you press the volume up or down, the HUD comes up, and you can get a random color every single time you do that.
Now, can you have it when you tap volume up, let's say it's green, and volume down, it turns red?
No.
Oh,
it's just random every time.
Okay.
But if you want to have a static color that never changes, you can do that too using RGB alpha slider. So that's there as well.
Wouldn't it be cool to have 2 different colors that you can pick?
Yeah, it would be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents again here.
Take it or leave it.
If you like it,
oh my gosh,
you can take it. If you don't, send it right back. And this is an Anchorman quote, by the way, for those wondering out there.
So this is a free jailbreak tweak. And you can get it on the Big Boss repo and colorize your volume HUD. And that is all of our tweaks. Wow. That was a pretty extensive list of tweaks.
And who just came in? Did Sentry just came in here?
Yep.
He's late. You're late, man.
Dude, you're late. Where were you? Yeah, well, I was also happy to see that, speaking of Sentry, that OXO had been updated for iOS 7.1.x over... Yeah, I assume it was over the weekend too, no? Or maybe
I actually haven't checked.
Or maybe I missed something. I installed this yesterday on my iPad too, or this weekend whenever I jailbroke. So that
was on our original list, I thought. Our original list of 7.1.2 compatible tweaks.
Oh, wait, so I totally... Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking just now that you were talking about Auki, because as we were talking over the last 15 or 20 minutes, it looks like the Auki update has landed in Cydia
finally.
Well, it's just like, yeah, it's about the time he said it was going to be. Maybe a little later.
Cool. Well, what else do you guys...
I guess we should ask and see if there's any questions, any crazy questions in the chat room you would like us to answer.
Or good questions. It doesn't have to be a crazy question. It could be just a good question.
No crazy questions.
Why do dogs have a cold nose? I don't know.
Oh. I thought this was going to be a stupid joke.
No. It was a question. I've been speaking in quotes for like pretty much all the show. I'm sorry. That was a quote from a very old episode of South Park. When the kids are in school, when the kids are in school, and the teacher is like, do you have any question? Yes. Why do dogs have a cold nose? He's like, I don't know. Okay. That was so stupid.
Jeff, what's your favorite use of Pro widgets?
Like the Evernote widget.
What do you use it for?
To use Evernote.
But it just allows you to bring up what in Evernote? Like lists?
Take notes.
Take notes. Okay. Then those just post right to your Evernote account?
Yes.
Okay. I've said this a million times, but Evernote's one of those services that like the apps look great and the service looks great and I hear great things about it and I want to, integrate. I think I say this every time we talk about Evernote. I want to integrate it to my workflow, but it's just so intimidating. It's like, man, I could spend hours probably trying to set this all up.
Evernote, I've waited here for you. Evernote.
Jeff, do you really have Pro widgets still installed on your device?
Yeah, don't lie. You don't have to lie, Jeff.
I want a screenshot, I think.
He doesn't even have it anymore. Oh, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Or if he does, he's keeping it on there for principle. He's just like, it is not getting deleted. I don't care if I don't ever use this.
It's there. It's there.
Okay, I've seen a couple of questions here. Someone asking what theme. Do we have any theme running on the phone right now from Mr. Leo27?
No.
Nope.
I don't.
No, I don't anymore either.
I go through phases where I'm like, I want a theme, so I throw Icon or whatever the newer version of that one is.
Sentry has a question. Has IDB ever gotten sneak peeks with apps like you do with tweaks? I'm guessing you're talking about like legitimate App Store apps.
App Store apps?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. We do.
You just kind of like apply, like you can talk to developers and...
Sometimes developers, the one I can remember, for example, the guy from Fantastica, really, every time there is an update or before Fantastica 2 or Fantastica 2 for iPad, we did have some access to the app before, so that when the app store the app was released in the App Store, we had our post ready and we could publish it right away. There's a bunch of them because now in the apps you can send a promo code to someone without the app being live in the App Store.
Right.
So this is really cool for it's not really beta testing. It is early access basically to the app. So this is really cool, and this is something App Store devs have been doing with us for quite a bit. So yes, that happens pretty quite often actually, that we get a preview of the tweak of the app.
One password is. Oh, it's not really.
Well, this is a beta, so this is slightly different. Yes.
Yeah.
This is different,
but it's still nice. It's still nice.
It's still nice.
I love it.
Actually, I just sent one to Lori for a new app that's going to be released on Thursday. So I sent her the promo code. It's a music application. And so she has it right now on her device. And even though the app is not in the App Store quite yet. And hopefully, actually, I know she won't be ready for Thursday because she is on vacation. But that's not really the point.
There was something similar to the voice activator, so I'm guessing he's talking about Acute. Something similar to that a while back. Is that... did you slap me with a rabid mercat?
What?
I'm looking in the chat, and it says Jeff slapped me with something. I don't know. Anyways, you totally threw me off what I was saying. Was there a tweak like Acute a while back? I feel like there was.
Yes, there was.
What was it called?
I don't know. But every tweak has been done at least once.
Well, this one in particular sounded familiar, and obviously so did that volume HUD, but...
That's been done at least 50 times. But I think there's nothing new under the sun. Not really. I mean, there are a few big groundbreaking tweaks like Pro Widgets every few months or so, or Auki or Oxo or other tweaks like that. But generally, like the little mom and pop tweaks, that's what I like to call them, the not so big ones. A lot of times they've been recycled, or they do maybe like one new little feature or have one little subset of a new feature that the other one didn't do, but it still duplicates existing functionality that's already been out there in Cydia for a while.
Any other question? Thomas Jefferson in the chat room.
Right.
I'm honored,
So-
Mr.
Four score and 7 years ago. Was that
Mr. President.
Tweak. Someone keeps asking to bring up the IDB tweak. We're not probably sure what you're talking about. Maybe people make IDB. They're not official by us. We don't, commission these or anything. They just show up. Readers, fans of the site. We've seen everything from status bar icons to lock screen themes. I mean, everything, right? Maybe he's talking about the notification center, the news, where you can get like the RSS feed in your notification center. I think that was just updated for iOS 7.1.x. But I don't know. Because honestly, I don't mean to be mean, but they're usually not done very well. So I don't usually install them on my device.
Mm-hmm. Still, it's flattering that some people would
It's very flattering.
Take their time to do this.
It's a super cool feeling when you're browsing Cydia and you come across IDB, something with IDB on it.
Right.
Someone needs to make a Cody's deal tweak.
What would that do? Would it just have like a picture of my face and a thumbs up and
It would have that, and then like whatever the app
signs in my eyes?
It would have just a direct link to any free app. Basically, it would just be a link to the free section on the App Store.
Wow. Someone needs to make a Jeff Pro Widgets blog tweak to follow all of your Pro Widgets blog posts.
You guys are just bad. That's just terrible. Well, maybe it's time for me to repeat the message I've been passing yesterday on Let's Talk iOS, where I was saying we were looking to add like 1 or maybe 2, maybe 25 new writers to the IDB team. If you go to idownloadblog.com/writer, there is a little form if you're interested in potentially maybe being part of the team and help us create content on IDB, whether it is app reviews or jailbreak tweaks, reviews, accessory, news posts, all that kind of stuff. If you have previous experience writing for a blog and you can demonstrate this experience by sending us writing samples, please do so, and we'll consider your application. And who knows, you might be the next IDB writer. I was going to say...
You might be the next Jeff Benjamin.
I was going to say you might be the next Jeff. I was like, that might be a little offensive. I don't think there's going to be ever a new Jeff. It's like saying there's going to be like the next iPhone. It's going to be the next iPhone thing. Like nothing is going to change the world like the iPhone changed the world.
I'm that weird.
No, but you can't duplicate your sultry, smooth, chocolatey voice.
But seriously, like writing about IDB has tons of perks. Number one, you get to talk to cool people on the podcast. Number two, you get to review stuff and write about them. Number three, you get a company car.
And a company credit card as well, which you didn't mention.
Wow.
Platinum card.
It just says IDB for forever on my license plate.
No, you don't get any of that. Well, you get all of that stuff except the company car and the company credit card, which I don't even have myself really. So, yeah. So it's I download blog. Maybe I'm gonna paste the link in there. Yesterday I received a bunch of applications, and I don't know if people were just trying to be funny or if they just wanted to like spam, but that was just not funny. And that didn't really spam at all because I can easily click the delete button in my email inbox. It doesn't take that much time. But there were a bunch of fake applications like Scott Forster application or Tim Cook application. I mean, it just...
The Forster one's kind of funny, though.
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
Maybe if it was just the one. Maybe if it was just
but then there was like...
Right.
There was like 15 of them. I'm like, someone... And like one of them, because I can track the IP address from where it was sent, like was the same guy, like doing it over and over, different ones. I'm like, dude, like... it doesn't take me much time to delete it, but I know it takes you probably 2 or 3 minutes to fill this out. So you're just wasting time out there.
No, he actually made a bot just for this.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe. Anyway, if you have experience and if you want to give it a try, send the application.
This guy's asking if there's an age or country restriction for the job offer.
No. I just received a private message from Coke on this little chat thing. He says, "I'm the developer of Phantom for Snapchat. I've listened to you guys and it's great you do reviews on. Could you announce to users to use promo code Let's Talk Jailbreak?" I'm not sure what that is for. I guess it's use promo code for Phantom for Snapchat or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's a giveaway.
Can you use promo codes over and over again like that?
I don't even sure. So maybe you can clarify that in the chat room. But I'm not sure what the promo code is for. But he says it's giving away 20 copies. Okay, here you go. Where is it? It's gone. I can't follow through this thing. Like I scroll down and if there's a new message, it goes way back to the bottom. So I lose track of things. I thought it says is giving away 20. I don't know. It's gone.
Yeah, but Phantom is a tweak that's out in Cydia.
Yeah. I'm surprised. How much expecting to? Yeah. So it says let's start Jailbreak with no spaces. I'm not sure how, what for, where. Maybe Coke, if you're listening to this, maybe you can clarify. This is what I'm giving away. This is what you have to do. This is the promo code. This is what you get. So that it's really clear and not just broken up into little messages out there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's very nice of him. That's cool to do this. That's a private giveaway, for this little select group of people here. That's pretty cool. I like this.
People who joined us for the live show. Look, you get perks, you get benefits.
Uh-huh.
And the Phantom is like, you can install it free, but I'm assuming that this promo code is like to register it. So that is probably reusable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
so.
Cool. Well, I believe he said earlier there was 20 of them or something. So if you want to use Phantom for Snapchat, go for it. Use promo code Let's Talk Jailbreak. One word, no space, no nothing. Except letters.
No nothing.
All right, guys. I think that wraps it up for this show.
I believe so. We covered tons of tweaks. This is probably one of the better, in terms of tweak coverage, one of the better Let's Talk Jailbreaks we've had in a while.
Tweakalooza.
Tweakapalooza.
Well, that ends it. Again, we want to thank Hired.com for sponsoring the show. Of course, they're a great service to use if you're looking for a job in the tech industry. You can go out to hired.com/jailbreak podcast and get hired.
Yeah, if you use hired.com/jailbreak podcast, get 5 to 15 job offers in San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles, and also get a double signing bonus of $4,000 when you accept a job by using the hired.com/jailbreak podcast URL. So if you get a job through them, you're going to get right off the bat a $4,000 signing bonus. That's pretty cool.
Without even working a minute.
You haven't worked yet and you're already making $4,000. I know it sounds a little strange, but it is actually a reputable company. You can look it up. I did a little research when these people got on board, and you can see a bunch of posts, not a bunch, but you can see some posts on TechCrunch and the Next Web and stuff. They talk about this service. It's a totally reputable service. And I believe that if you go to hire.com/jailbreak podcast, there is a link that explains how they make money, if I remember correctly. It says, because people are wondering, like, how do you make money? Why do you offer me so much money? So I think they have a link that explains this is how we make money.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, guys,
it's been real.
It's been reals. Thanks again to everybody for joining us in the live chat room, listening to us live. And thank you to everybody who is not listening to us live, who's been listening to a recorded version of this show, available not on iTunes. And I was gonna say available on iTunes, but I remember that it's not. So anyway, yeah.
Thanks for explaining that to us.
You can always get our other show though on iTunes. It's called Let's Talk iOS. If you don't know it yet, just go to iTunes or in the podcast section and search for Let's Talk iOS, and we should be somewhere at the top out there. So thanks again, and thank you, Jeff and Cody, too, for taking the time to be here. In 44 minutes, we're gonna see Germany take down Brazil once for all, and move to the finals of the FIFA World Cup 2014. Excited about that.
Don't you? I would think you would want Germany to lose though after they took down France.
I just don't want Brazil to win.
Well,
I'm not against Germany. I mean, they did what they had to do. You know, they did what they had to. I mean, they had to play. I can't be mad at them for kicking us out of the World Cup.
I was pretty mad at Belgium for kicking us out. I was happy to see them go down.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I mean, Brazil doesn't stand much of a chance. You know, no Neymar, and Thiago Silva is also out on yellow cards, which I think is dumb. I think that should stop.
That was the dumbest move ever. He didn't need to do this. That was totally unneeded.
Well, I just think, and I think I think yellow card, like, it's fine if they want to have yellow cards add up and get you to sit out games, but I think that should stop after the group stage, or at least, I know it stops at the semifinal stage. It should stop one early. It should stop at the quarterfinal. There's no reason for him to miss this game. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge game. So.
Anyway, well, next week, for the next episode, there won't be a World Cup talk much anymore because the final is on Saturday, right?
Oh, man.
Sunday, yes.
Jeff said, oh, man. When in reality, he's like, yes. I can't wait. I guess we could talk about the final next week.
Yeah, we will.
And we'll talk about the whole show, Jeff.
It's been real, guys. I'm going to go get some cake now.
All right, go get some sandwich made by Siri or something. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody, and thank you. Bye-bye.
Later.
Yep. Peace.